Well, I'll go check out this outside garden. All these caged areas are locked, unfortunately. Hey, it's kind of nice out here. Gotta appreciate the dark forays in our little central garden. If you could live in a house like this, would you, is the question. Of course, you have to ask yourself when you play these type of games. I'm split on the thought myself, because I think on one side, this house is way too big for me. If I was to live in a house this big, I'd want to live with other people. There's no way I'd live in it with just, like, somewhere between 3 to even just, like, 7 people. That would be too few for a house this fucking massive. So in which case, I'd only really want a house like this if I had enough people I trusted to live with for that period of time. And it's tricky to find people that you actually want to live with and all that, because there's certain people that are just not very compatible living together, while there's other people that can live greatly together. It all depends on a lot of things. Lifestyles is a big one on that, and comfort with each other, as well as acceptance and understanding of other things to make other people feel comfortable, not to do things that would make others feel uncomfortable around you and all that. December 20th, 1899. I am to have a visitor, that distinguished Professor A. He has come to ascertain my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club, but I am not stupid. He is here to spy for them. When they stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs, and now he comes to me, to duff and wheedle, and my dear sir, but you must still grieve, and perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age. He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. And by the Ripper, you mean Jack the Ripper? I don't know, we'll have to find out. But to refuse, that would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery, see whether his stomach, so trained by rummaging in the innards of clumsily vivisected horrors, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of his golden age. I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks in the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. So we're obviously not the highest moral caliber character here. Door is just locked. Alright, let's go this way then. It's a bathroom. 5 guesses. I mean, that even looks like a window. If I was thinking a bathroom, I'd be a little bit suspicious. Surprises very few. Before I follow that secret passage, because there's so many secret passages I apparently need to investigate, let me go over here to the bear. Actually, even for the bear, I just want to see what's further this way. There's at least one more door at the end of the corridor, which is of course locked, which means it's bear time. Show me your secrets, bear. All sorts of steam gadgets back here. I like the TCAL-esque sound. Quite the sound. Lots of scribbling coming from there. I guess they turn off the valve was our main work here. So let's check out the other secret passage. Making my way. Now, to peek in on here. I wish the windows actually worked instead of just being kind of white stained. I guess it works for the style though. Imagine if you were just taking a bath and someone comes here and pulls the lever. Just walks by you and it closes it behind them. It's obviously a bit bloodied back here. Rub-a-dub-dub. Gotta scrub the walls behind the tub. Well, let's see. There's a room I haven't been able to enter with another caged innard. Actually, what is that inside it? Can't really. It looks like an animal head almost, but yeah. Let's go to the back areas of this bloody tomb. The other valve pipe thing. There's also notably a locked wardrobe here and a broom. And we got sweeping up crime. Okay, I'll turn it off. Can't jump in there. To be honest, I don't know what turning off the valve energy would really benefit me for. Except maybe opening something somewhere, but I don't fully understand what I'm doing right now. I can't open these, so guess I'll find another way. You think if I turn off the two pipes, something probably has changed in the house. Oh, whatever was there is gone now. That's been open, which means I can go investigate. You're not alone, and something's causing electrical mishaps.
Hands are bleeding, raw. I scrub and scrub, but the smell will not lift. How can I hold my children with these hands now? How can I kiss them goodnight with lips that have issued such instructions?
Basically, don't be an evil son of a bitch if you have kids. You might live to regret it. There's a note. Old Sally the doll's contecker. Oh, she come a snufflin' by the night round ye door, with her pretty apron right down to the hoof, and her ringlets and fair, and her eyes china blue, like a half-buried hand in the wintry snow, like a band in the wintry snow. And she'll beg you for apples through the window ajar, her face be all hidden, but her eyes shine a flame. And though you'll be tempted, her bosom so fair, she'll snatch you and catch you and eat eat out your heart. Oh, she'll catch you and eat out your heart. So look at her manners, come an eve of the year, lest Sally comes calling for apples, my dear. And know that some doors never shall open wide. Take heed of your father and keep safe inside. Disobedient children make Sally her piezo, and warm Sally's beastly insides. Okay, I was probably reading that tone completely off, but it was an interesting little poem for good old Sally. Oh, what a character. Anyways, obviously it's time to follow the trail. Whatever we saw in the bed, I wasn't even really able to tell what it was. I guess it makes a little bit more to the mystery. Does the blood go out here? Yeah, the blood goes out here. Is it gonna brew? Different area that the gates have opened through. So it did open the central area, because since we released the steam, I guess it makes it so the middle path now works. Here we be. And now I should be able to enter into that steampunk factory.
I am off to market. I will cry all the way home.
Yeah.
I will have none. I will have none at all.
It's kind of hard to make a dramatic horror reading of Three Little Piggies Went to Market, but whatever. Here we are in the factory. Of course, now both doors are just open. We're not a little bit ago.
It's coming. Come on, Daddy. It's this way.
Curious discovery. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. It's supposed to be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If If my children discovered this place, it is entirely conceivable they strayed downwards, delighted in their discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins! Of course, even though this one is called a machine for pigs, they're making more mentions, literally, of making a descent than Amnesia the Dark Descent did. It's definitely noticeable. Well, let's follow our kitties down this way. Yes, door, I shall open you. To a forest. Just a way outside, apparently. But hey, we got the streets to enjoy ourselves with, so whatever. That was either a scream or a pig squeal. Maybe both. This door open? Nope. Are we actually leaving our house now? Well, off to the city streets. I'm actually kind of strangely excited for this. Or are we going underground?
Come and see, Papa. We found an egg. A stone egg.
A stone egg, you say? Sounds like a puzzle. Wow, our house is pretty huge, I'm not gonna lie. Well, sure, I'm guessing it's down here. Yep. What an unfortunate outcome. Against the rising waters, send the tram catcher, caution the old man, sink him in a barrel of gin. When he's all mixed and the bones turn to jam, we'll raise a glass kindly to him. Of course. Suddenly my lamp is a lot less effective, probably because it looks like the screen's tinted. Let's read this. June 3rd, 1899. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted climbing those lost jungle temples. It is those clean places, so free of humanity's filth, imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us in all our places, and the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal us all. A new century is upon us. Yep. Of course, we're in a cellar of wine of some kind. Let's open this and continue my way.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Okay. Journal. Trapped. Was it a trick? The voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well. Does he leave me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth, if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. So we've confirmed that Edwin and Enoch are the two twin boys who saw run by. And also that the voice on the phone does sound like us. I hadn't mentioned it, but I was definitely thinking it when I first heard it. It sounded a lot like us. Well, through and through. Someone better turn the kettle off. But speaking of questioning the phone guy, hello, phone guy.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Oh my. I'm recognizing also a few models and textures from Amnesia, for better or worse. Hey, it's not I can actually pick up. What is this? I don't know. I'll carry it around because it looks different and kind of important. And I mean, it stuck out to me, and I can actually pick it up, but you can't pick up most things in this game. It looks like a battery, so... Someone needs to stop this place from collapsing, or maybe it's just normal, because here's another one. Well, maybe I was getting my hopes up of that being something special for nothing, or maybe I need multiple. Whatever the case, I'll leave them both right here, or will I just toss them through? I'll toss them through, at least for a little bit. Oh, you really can't throw them that far. That's as far as I'm tossing them. Move one here, and one here. Not much else to say or see here. It's so quaintly dark. Oh, that was a barrel. I was like, huh? I thought it was supposed to pig because I heard a little noise, and I was like, haha. I was gonna say it was adorable, but it was just a barrel. The barrels can be adorable too. Yep, something clinging to the walls. Oh wait, that is exactly what I think it is. I was not wrong to pick you guys up. Ta-da! Is there a reason for the second one though? That door's open, so I guess that was just like a broom closet. I don't even really know what I'm lowering or lifting, I'm just... I guess I should look up. Okay, I see it's lowering, lifting something there, but I couldn't tell you what exactly, so I should probably look a little bit more once I look at it lower a bit more. Okay, I kind of see what it is. It's like a platform. I don't know what its best position is. Well, I'll leave it like that for now until I figure out what it's exactly for. There's another of those batteries also. Do not want the battery to close the door. Just another one right there. Oh. This door is locked to spell. Probably pick up the piece of wood. They know, what do I know? Actually, the sign behind us. Ah, this has been opened. Fancy. They need to stop trying to clear the sewage water, if that's what it's gonna cause.
Bandaged feet and eyes, small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
That's just what happens when you work on machines. Here's this thing. stuck on bricks. Well, I've pushed barrels out of the way. I can't say I fully understand yet, but I'll figure it out. I partially don't think I understand because I don't fully see the seat. We go up. Wow, this spawned another battery. Grab another. As far this direction as it can pull. Okay, let's pull it the other way. Works for me. Now, on the way of the head back, I think we're trying to make a way to go up, maybe? Find out when we're down here. Yep, a pathway to go up. Ah, I should walk on the beams, though. Silly old me. Here we are. Into my boiler wine cellar. I can go further up. First, I'll go over here. This looks like a dead end. Surprised I didn't replace the battery yet. Probably change something behind me, come to think of it, but so I guess I'll head back. What thing did it switch on behind me? Ah, this door's been opened. Alright, so these doors open from those weird levers for no other reason than being bolted. Yep, they love their loud sounds suddenly playing out of nowhere. They're scary sounding sounds, but playing that a few more times. I'm just getting ready for the monsters, so I'm like, oh, I'll duck and hide for a second. In case that happens to be it or something. But yeah. This way. That way. Alright, we got another lever to go. If I need a battery, I know where to go too. That's because there's just another one probably over here, which probably sounds likely. Ah, 2 locked doors. And 1 of the lever switches. It's actually monster time? My journal. Saboteur has been this way. Interesting. The gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. Whilst the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun and the gates remain so impenetrable barrier to progress. Alright, more electrical shortage. Another confounded fuse box. The fellow is through in his sabotage, if somewhat repetitive. The stench that these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood and that threatens my children. There's a few batteries behind us. But you know what? I'm curious what they want me to go to. honestly, if I need a battery, there's several behind us. Oh, there's one right now, even. They've got multitude of batteries to replace. We're fine. I do want to go explore that basement in a second, but first I'll put this battery. Battery go in. Path is clear. It seems this chemical processor is really one part from a more larger complex. No easy route for me. Then I shall follow my fever that calls my children wherever they may lead me, as I move further into the strange empire. Before I follow those gates, though, I want to look down here first. Oh, this probably leads to the other side of that earlier blocked door, doesn't it? Here's a note. August 19th, 1899. Von Rechenbach writes of the old force, whilst the ignorant Charlant Blaskosvi pontificated upon the soul. They are both cretins to think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and innard, without standing upon architecture of bones. Montezuma was wiser, but here in our temples of steel I have witnessed the severed head of a man, recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage, immersed in a solution of the Birmingham's compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body? We are breaking through the barriers of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this, I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will wrench them back from the blackness with this wonderful concoction." Apparently Amnesia is all about people wanting to recover others from death. Escape death, escape death. Here's that bolted door we saw earlier. I've mentioned we could have opened it from the other side, but alas, apparently not. Let's go up here. These are sounds. After monster sounds are not as to be seen, though. There are 2 locked gates. Oh, the gate behind me is locked. Before I go forward, then, this is all part of a science experiment. As I put the battery in, it's the door that was over there, because I noticed there were 2 locked doors before. There's one over here. What I want to see is if, oh, they've locked the gates behind me. They've made sure I can't go that way. That makes me sad on the inside. Well, whatever. Onward, I guess I go. No way to go but forward.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
I will trust you, my twin sons. Both sound rather feminine, but you know, whatever. Here we are in the wretched machine parts.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
I'm just glancing about. Apparently the smoke's bad or something. That's what I put together from that. Let's continue upward. Ah, this gate's open. So that's good, I guess.
I told you he'd come.
This is quite peculiar. I guess first listen to this.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good God, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples? Who
knows? Indeed, who knows? I guess I have to go that way because I don't want these locked doors. Sure, let me into the vault. Ta-da! Deeper into the machine. This might be a puzzle. The likeliness of being a puzzle is actually quite high. Nothing there, nothing here. Can I pull the switch yet? Nope, which means first this one. Hell? It did form this around me. On? Okay. Well, that is a contrived mechanism. Not done yet? I repeat, what a contrived mechanism. That's just pure locked. Well, yay. More circuit board pictures everywhere. Notably, I'm not finding any healing items. I'm not really having any insane effects or anything, so I guess those mechanics just aren't in this. I do have unlimited oil lamps, so I guess there's that. Let's open up a few different drawers. Those are all fine. Anything inside? Nope. Well, let's throw this aside and open to this next load door, which we know is a load door because it goes yellow when I'm not looking at it. The collar, the neck, the noose, 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, a pinch of salt, a handful of mince, a bay leaf, a herb, a skeleton key for the nursery, and the mixing we will go together. Dramatic. We're on this little contraption, I guess. Huh. Well. Straight on forward through the green hulled area. I guess we're not really far underground or anything yet, but yeah. Let's continue checking. Ah, another nice phone call just for us. I guess to catch us up after we get out of the factory area. My journal. The factory offices. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex, yet this inside, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification, but I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease, and the pit that fits my stomach and continues on my path.
I have such visions to share with thee, if my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mandus, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Not quite the phone call I should leave if you want me to trust you. That's a little bit odd, my friend. Just to call me to revert that for some reason. And no, I will not wipe away the crust from your eyes. Ugh. Let's open that and continue on our way. So I guess these are like a fake office for the factory. I can roll with that. I like the chorus music, or the orca vocalist. It's not really a chorus, it's a single person singing. May 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they seen? Would they find their own god? Yeah, because obviously we all believe in God because we got 2 legs. I have seen these things, and I'll tell you now, no, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them and worship it thus given. In this, I realize, they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irreversible threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that revolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Alright, so yeah, we're talking about the difference between man and beast here. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, which I am using to try and make this more of a livelihood, not just for missed game videos, but little games to make my own time, and to bring different types of videos to the channel. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below, or in the video, obviously. If you'd be interested in seeing me recording gameplay videos and doing other things live, I stream quite regularly and record almost all my gameplay over at a site called Hitbox TV on my channel. You can also see that in the video currently. Hope you enjoyed the video, and adieu.